Hi, welcome to another one of Darren's bass lessons. Today we're going to have a look at groove, grooving on one note mostly, and obviously the octave as well. We'll look at a simple form of groove, just working along with the bass drum pattern, and then we're going to look at what the hi-hats are doing within the drum beat and see what we can add to that. I'm going to mostly just use octaves. I may go through some other styles as well, so we might look at how like a kind of Roco Prestia kind of groove might work, or a Jaco Pastorius kind of groove might work over this as well. But we're just going to start off just by playing what we call in the pocket at first, just a nice simple groove. It works first using the note A, so we're going to be playing over an A7 chord, 2 bars over that one, and then we're going to use the G as well, just there. So we're going to use 2 bars of G, and it's just going to loop around and round that. I'm just going to keep looking at what we can come up with. I'll break the drum beat down a little bit as well, so I'll be able to mute certain parts so you can just hear how the bass drum works and hear how the hi-hats work. And here we go, so I'll just give you a little quick example first of how this will kind of sound, and then we'll break it down and have a go with it. So that's the A, that's the G, the A, just on one note, to the G, A on the 5th fret of the E string, G on the 3rd fret, just stop that. So there we are, so just playing just on the root notes there, the A for 2 bars, and the G for 2 bars. And what I mainly was doing there is, this isn't always the case, but just to get started with this, I was just kind of locking into what the bass drum was doing. So if we have a listen to the bass drum pattern, it's very good. It's a pretty complex bass drum pattern. This is kind of like an intermediate lesson. So I had this. So I'm just following the bass drum there. So we're putting the other instruments again. Put some octaves in. I did add a few more notes on actually. Right, okay, so we've got the root note, and now started to add in the octaves. So remember the octave, if you remember from the scale lessons, is the 8th note higher than that. Just like that, okay, so D tuning. I can also add the 5th note of that, so if we look through the actual major scale, which we know now, we've got the A, and on this one we have the B, so we just go through the finger pattern, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so there's your 8th note there. We want to find the 5th note next, we're going to use a bit of the 5th as well. So there's the 5th, so you get the root note, the 5th, and the octave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now once we've got that pattern under our fingers there, so the root note, the 5th note, and the octave, we can take this back into the key of G here, and play over the G chord. So we can play the A chord, and the G chord. And then we're going to, again, just kind of work around the bass drum pattern a little bit. So here we go. I'll come in on the G chord. there we are. So that's just like basically getting through the groove there. I'll do another lesson on breaking this down a little bit slowly. I just want to show you how I kind of put a groove together. So in that piece of music there, within the drum parts, we've got the hi-hats as well, which are playing this kind of 16th-y kind of feel. So if we have a listen to that next, I'll just solo those. You can hear a bit of snare drum bleed on there as well. So we've got it. So I can kind of lock in then to that kind of hi-hat feel again. And they're going to kind of get different types of groove. You're filling the gaps in a lot more with this now. So here goes. I'm going to play some kind of semi-quarter bass line. And that's kind of like a Roco Prestia kind of Tarot Power sort of groove. And then we can change that again. We can have a look kind of more of a kind of Jaco Pastorius kind of groove on there. Again, it's going to be a semi-quaver sort of feel. And there we are. So that's just the development on groove. I mean, obviously we went into quite a complex area there, which we will look at on other videos. So if you want to find more out about these kind of bass playing styles and the techniques behind how to play these sort of bass lines, please check out some more of my lessons and go to my website, darrengloverbass.lessons.com. And there we are. Thanks very much for listening again. See you soon.